Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Terra Invicta. Also, Raphael has written something. I used Google and can say München or Munich has a Hyperloop test line, of course, Bavarians. In Dübendorf, stupid Zurich people also have one there to improve the Hyperloop. That was the worst thing. Improving the Hyperloop. There's nothing to improve in the failure of a technology, you know? There's nothing to improve there. If you can't even make it work, what will you improve? Anyway, we are going on. Again? That took me so long. Oh no, wait, that's from the Protectorate. Oh man, that took you long to get there. The servants are more important to me. I don't care about the Protectorate right now. Later we'll do that. Stuff is coming back. Okay, neat. Nuclear-powered explosive warhead. We're getting there, guys. Athena Torpedo Bay, we have. We're getting there. Civil defense? Yeah, we should do that. Protecting from nuclear strikes. Which you probably can't really, but we have a lot of space defense, which helps against nuclear strikes. A lot. That completely negates them. If it's going to a region with space defenses. That's why I do that. You know. Also, let's say that. Reduce unrest in India by 0.25. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there in India. India should be fine now. Their resting point is 1.5. It's gonna go up again, but maybe that gives them enough time to get things in order. So that won't be a problem anymore. And they're improving their government. I think they were higher once. I think they were at 8. So I left that, unfortunately, too long. Novosibirsk has an army again. Yeah, Russia only has 3 armies. That's not much. That is not much. So maybe, and it's building navies. Doesn't even have enough navies. But maybe we should build another army for them. Seek peace. Yeah, let's just get rid of the stupid war. Thank you. Fine. Everything is good again. No war is the best war. We're working on Poland. We're going a little bit into Turkey maybe soon. India can be merged pretty soon, I hope. After we lost it in the stupid war that was going on before I even took it. Blah, 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 blah. No, there's no Italy in there. There's Finland. And even the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Because we joined... Oh, now I see how that goes. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. You know what's happening? We have American claims that we can press now. Because they're in our union. And that will go to the union. I'm not sure that America will take it. I guess it will just go to the union. That's interesting. You can chain that. It's so complicated, this stupid getting shit together stuff here. It's so stupid. Earth Def 2 I could sortie. And actually I want to, because I don't want to let them surveil anymore. I'm gonna do it, for good or for worse. We'll see. I'm gonna do a safety save just in case we have to revert. But they're coming anyway. Earth Def 2, you need it. I mean, if we can just get them away from, you know, us, that would be good as well. Just leave. I don't think I can catch them. They will not fight against us because we're just too strong. Yeah. Enemy max bid will escape. Let's see if they do max bid. Okay. Now, where did they go? Okay, I mean, I can do this and around Earth. A lot of people are coming. They're almost there. Ooh, it's 70 ships. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, they will murder me. And this time, really, I think we'll lose all the ships, and that will be really, really bad. Because I cannot revert this. Haha, and there's another 53 ship. Oh my god, game. Docked at the station. Why are they not coming? I mean, I'm happy, thanks. How do they have so many ships? We really need a fleet that can deal with these. 135k. You know what I have? Also, there's one more around Earth. I have 2.9. They have 135k. I guess go to Exofighters. Why did you... Oh, they defended, huh? I need more ships, but I don't have the ability to because I don't have anything. We're still rebuilding. I really hope that the station itself helps to deter them from attacking, or helps to kill them in the end. That would also be fine with me. Actually, this one is stronger. Go to that one, please. They're still stronger than me, even with the station. But I need to keep these guys safe. Somehow. I'm scared. I don't want to lose my only fleet. And I cannot build more. Which is really shite. Now, we went over the first little hump, but apparently there's a real mountain behind that again, which is just resources. I just can't get any more. I could go to Mars and purge them from there. It's not many resources. It's not very efficient, but it would work. I could do that. I could do that and just set up some bases at least and get some resources. Because there are a lot of sites I could take. And it's mostly Exodus. Again, it's not very much. What do you say, guys? Should we try that? Should we get Mars complete? There's better stuff out there, but I can't get there because they always just take me down. So at least I control most of the space around Earth, Mars, and Mercury. At least they're not that present there. No, you say, Raphael. Great. What else should I do? I can't get out. Is my problem. Do you have... You don't have production. That's not a problem, though. I can do this, and I can get some shit going. I say no because of the MC cap. Yeah, who cares? They're already hunting me right now. They're going to destroy me in a second. Whatever. MC cap is already gone. And with these resources, it will take millions of years. And they are just producing more ships. That's the problem. They're producing more, apparently. And I need to strike somehow. I need to get more resources quicker so I can actually attack them. The sad thing is, why aren't these space defenses helping in a fight in LEO? Shouldn't they do that? Wasn't that also something they said? Or is that just exofighters? So weapon array in what region? One in the nation. More valuable and populous regions will be protected first. Space defenses prevent alien landings and nuclear strikes on the region it is located in, and fire back at fleets conducting orbital bombardment against targets in the region. Okay, no. Sadly not what they do. probably good. But they don't do that. Ooh, you're seen by way too many people. I don't like this. She was seen. That's a rare occasion. You are fine. I could also get Terrible Hamster in orbit. Is it Terrible Hamster who can do that? It's not Assault, I think. It's not Assault, it is... I'm not sure if it's Assault enemy space asset. Lead Space Marines in an attempt to capture enemy hab. Requires fleet or hab. Marines at the consul's location. Fleets must dock with enemy stations to assault it. Stations may drop troops to the surface, and bases may assault nearby hab sites. Marine modules may be damaged or destroyed. Assault alien asset? Because there is a way you can steal ships with this. It's also dangerous because if the ship she's on gets destroyed, or the station, she dead. So I really don't want to do it because she's way too valuable. Both of them are. New space ship that killed the aliens. Who went on a holiday? No. No. They would if they tried to land in a location where I have space defenses, but they landed always in servant territory so far. Somewhere here in Africa, they landed like here once. I think it was always Africa-ish. I think the first one might not have been. I'm not sure anymore. It's a long time ago. Okay, it's not going up. This is actually something you could do. Okay. Okay, you're resupplied, but you also need to fly somewhere else to the better defended station. Or to kill these guys. Because as you can see, the surveillance guys are not dead. Sadness. I could split them and just send the nuke guys. Probably should do that. The thing is, I'm not building more ships because I'm biding my time with resources, but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help much. So, what I would need, not the trebuchets, I'm gonna go with all the battleships. Like with these, and that should be more than enough to kill the guy. Oh, the three guys. Maybe I could get some trebuchets. Just a few, and maybe another laser boat and we're good. And they should be much happier to get murdered by these guys. Because on paper, their numbers are bigger. No. Well, that's kind of disappointing. That's really disappointing. Damn it. Stupid servants. It's fine, I saw what I wanted to see for now. Great. Oh, I wanted to trade with the Humanity First again. Arctic melt accelerates. The Arctic Ocean is without ice for the first time in human history. Rising global temperatures are to blame. Scientists still expect ice to be present in the winter months for decades. While the change is credited with opening up Arctic Ocean trade routes, it is also disrupting the polar vortex, causing severe instances of frigid temperatures in populated regions in the northern hemisphere. Is global warming a crisis yet? Awesome. Triggers the following effects. The coast of the White Horse region is now accessible year-round, and for some other Ottawa as well. Huh? Yay. Is it a crisis yet, guys? Does it feel enough like a crisis? More antimatter reactors would be good for a new generation of ships. Not that I'm making any antimatter yet, which is kind of annoying. Let's get this reactor real quick. We're getting through these projects, which is good. Oh. Initiative is trying to use me. Surely you want to fight, right? Because your number big. Just trying to whittle them down a little bit here and there. That seems fine. Maximum speed. Let's go. Okay, we're going the Forgotten Horror. Nice. Go full for the Lancer. The Fallujah. Trebuchets. Yeah, I think we're just going with a missile salvo. Why didn't you... Oh, did I not? Why can't you get that one? It's fleet. Oh, they are. I just need to... Yeah. Okay, I don't see it. And we're going with... Why is it only 1,000 kilometers? Go. Time for murder, guys. Why do they have blue lasers? And why don't I have blue lasers? Why don't we fire? They gave you an order. Missile salvo. They're not firing. They did have a target. Oh, we're winning anyway. I don't know why they refuse to fire anymore. No, we did suffer some damage. Now they're firing. Okay, it wasn't necessary, but it's fine. I think the space defenses should fire here as well. Pew pew! Game? Thank you. Okay, we got a little bit damage there, but we got some exotics, which is nice. Could be used for like 10 titans. Wouldn't that be nice? Unless I upgrade them a bit. I love the jingle. Okay, we are angering the aliens even more, but they're coming with 70 ships, so whatever. Dallas is now protected. Didn't I design a Titan? Yeah. Fazerod class Titan. It's the Iron Duke station. No, that's not what I want. I doubt that thing will exist. Any of those. Would definitely help though. Bee population collapse. Oh no. Bees are dying at an alarming rate. Beekeepers worldwide have reported another record loss of bees, as over 65% of their hives have perished in the past year. A loss of the bee population will have cataclysmic effects on global biodiversity and food production, as nearly 90% of the world's wild flowering plant species, more than 75% of the world's food crops, and 35% of the global agricultural crops depend on bees for pollination. Yeah, some of them use beetles, but that is an early strategy that still some plants use, but, you know, bees are more efficient because they're quicker and they, you know, find the flower a little bit easier. We have larger problems to deal with. Are you insane? A robotic replacement may be the answer. That's cheaper, but doesn't give me the boost. I don't want a robotic replacement, but it helps. Sure, that's robotic replacement. Uh-oh, we're dead. It's total wartime. I'm not ready. And I don't know why they're pissed now. They just flipped. I saw it when I chose the robotic replacement. Yeah, that might be the end, guys, because I don't think our fleets are even remotely big enough to fight these guys. Kazakhstan took a long time to get there again, to defend. Or to need defense. Well, let's see how that goes. We have stations with protection. Is it enough protection? Hard to say. We do have some money, though. I'm not sure how to get to Jupiter, is the problem. I can use my fleet and just fuck off and hope I can build something there, but what happens to all my stations here? What happens to everything? And what happens to my fleet? Because they have a base there, I don't. It will take ages for me to get a base there, so my fleet needs to be big enough to repel their big fleets. I just don't know how to do this. Maybe we'll fail. Well, that's a learning experience. And someday we'll try again. Definitely not soon, though. If we fail this, because that was time investment squared. So far. You could help here. You could make us more known in Austria. That would probably be good. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, you're going for Unity too, which I don't like, but... any policies? Italy Federation. Okay, so we should do that. Yeah, fine. But even with the advice, the US is not doing that much better than it otherwise would, I fear. I mean, you know, knowledge. Okay, knowledge would probably not be as high. But otherwise... The effect on military doesn't feel that high, actually. The 0.25. I mean, we didn't have that for the most part, but... still. It's kind of weird. Oh, I'm scared, guys, because this is the first time we see Total War. And I mean, they're coming anyway, right? I think Earth Dev 1 and 2 need to combine again. That's a Titan coming here. Okay. Well, there's the Titan. Can we even beat that? What if it comes for Comte de Grasse right now? Is Comte de Grasse... Should be defended. It has defense now. Two things right now. 3, actually. Okay. That's good. How about a 4th? I would like to attack it, actually. Or make it attack me. Make it attack this station. That would be so good. Because I could wipe the floor with that thing. But even with all my ships, I'm not sure I could actually overwhelm it. At least we have ultraviolet lasers now. But only lasers. I don't think that is going to do it. You have a coil gun at least, but only 1. The other 2 have only lasers? Lasers are not that effective against high armor. They will never get through the armor is the problem. We know they have heavy mag batteries, they have defense lasers, particle beams. Oh, they have a point defense particle beam. That's weird. Mag battery, lithium heat sinks. We don't know. Really? In the front, they have a spinal particle cannon, a particle cannon, and a light mag cannon? The hell? That's a lot in the front, wouldn't you say? It's coming to low Earth orbit. Ooh. But it's a lone Titan. Maybe it's not. Only 81 crew, that's not much. Look at that mass. It's actually not that massive. Very little propellant. Shitty turn rate. Interdictor Titan, the Fate class. I'm not sure if that's the same that I'm seeing here, but... No, it's not. Oh, it's doing bombardment again. You don't say. Maybe I have to attack this. It might be it's not bombarding me, because I haven't gotten a message. Okay, join. You are now Mercdev. You're going to... You don't need to resupply, to be honest. You haven't flown far. And I'm going to save. And I'm going to attack that Titan. Because we're at Total War. It doesn't matter anymore. They will not stop now. And they're trying to bombard things. Although maybe they're just bombarding... What are you bombarding? Is he bombarding humanity first? Where did he go? There he goes. Hanjin base, that's mine. Isn't it? Apparently not. Yes, it is. We are under bombardment. And that thing is not finished and cannot really defend itself. Yes, we have to do it. We'll try. likely to escape pursuit. I don't think it will. Because again, on the books it's stronger. Why didn't I get a thing? Oh, we're under bombardment. World's first maglev network. The first full maglev network comes online. The European Union has become the first nation in the world to convert the entire rail network to magnetic levitation trains. That is so stupid. Never do that, please. That is the worst. Why? Why would you do that? Commuters have been enjoying the benefit of improved public transportation for some time, but with the final parts in place, a new era in high-speed rail has begun in the European Union. So unnecessary. We have high-speed rail. Oh god. Make it free for the first month. Invest slightly more into social programs. That's actually good. Excellent. Subsidize ticket cost. Or crank up the price. Thank you, initiative. You disgust me. We're gonna subsidize this. It's basically no money, and who needs money if you're dead? There we are. Engage him. We only have 3 ships. The 4th one is just there for show. It has been damaged, I think. We don't have missiles. Which is a little tragic, I must say. But I think he has been damaged. No, he hasn't. He should have been from the bombardment. Okay, just to say, I'm just gonna say you all attack there. And that's all I can do, because there's nothing else to do. We only have ultraviolet, at least ultraviolet arc lasers, and we have siege coilers. So hopefully these are strong enough to not be destroyed. There's more of them, good. That thing can at least not go away. Yeah! Oh my god, we're actually getting him. The Lonely Titan. Dead. Well, that was lucky, that's only one. And we had all its lasers on defense. That's why we didn't even take damage. Because he had to expend everything to not be overwhelmed and was still overwhelmed. That is good, because otherwise it would have used the lasers against us, which I don't like. Also why I like the siege corridors. It's amazing. We got some good shit there. Nice. Also the jingle, which is amazing. Launch to Comme de Grace, yes. And then refuel. Okay, so that was a small victory. I wish we could do more. I may even try to build more down there. Of our not that great ship classes. Space Superiority Titan. As a Space Superiority Dreadnought, it's not really good. The Trebuchet is quite nice. I'm not sure if the Lancer is really good. We don't have enough water for any of them. I mean, we're still building a few. It's just laser boats, unfortunately. Because the rest was destroyed. Uh-oh. I mean... we could take them, I think. There's just the Dying Galaxy class that is a... Actually, that's not even... Yes, it is. A battlecruiser. I think we can take him. Only the battlecruiser is really scary to me. I'd feel better with a trebuchet in the fleet. I mean, let's just build them. 1 or 2. I'll come to Grass. Yeah, they will take a while. I know. Whoop-de-doo. There's more coming. Oh, joy. It's another battlecruiser, I think. No, it's battleship. That thing is stronger than the Titan was. Fudging hell. But at least we lifted the pew-pew for a bit, which is good, because... Oh no, we haven't even upgraded this one. Are you getting something? You're not getting anything. Get battle stations. So that's not as shitty next time. Apparently I can do another, but no, I can't. You will have barracks. Yes, okay. Not that these will be finished quick enough. That's the problem. You can't really... What I have now is all I'm gonna ever have. Unless... Once I can't kill a few of these alien fleets, or they don't dare to fight me anymore, because I have such good defense, and so many ships. Until then, I'm in a little bit of a shitty place. Because they have more ships than me.
Space is just
they come with bigger
an
fleets, and I can't do shit.
Field, waiting to be drained by whoever's smart enough and rich enough to get there first. Black gold is back, baby, back. Chairman Soren van Beek, impromptu comments made to paparazzi outside a nightclub in Cape Town.
Also weird, because it sounds like the audio filter is still on. Now that we are able to generate antimatter on an industrial scale, we can at last investigate how to convert the incredible energies generated by matter-antimatter collision to high-speed travel. Containment, rather than propulsion itself, has been the most pressing issue to address. For even the smallest unintended meeting between opposing particles could rip a ship apart. On both fronts, electromagnetic fields are once again our closest ally here, both containing and directing these destructive forces wherever we see fit. A further complication is that proton-antiproton collisions also generate gamma rays, deadly radiation, in other words. However, our prior breakthroughs in atomic manipulation enables us to create ultra-lightweight nanomaterials to act as radiation shielding, sure, because magic, both throughout the ship and within its crew's clothing. All of this means employing a near preposterous degree of health and safety measures, in addition to bleeding-edge technology, but the destination very much justifies the arduous journey. We will have the capability to travel and harness the distant stars like never before. Yeah, you know, in the clothing, but who needs head protection, right? Just with deadly gamma rays, just totally fine. Nothing bad can happen there. Antimatter pulse plasma core lantern. Okay, that would be something. No, the pulse is not good. Neutronic, sorry, neutronic. Heavy fusion pile. Ooh, that would be amazing. Or terawatt fusion. Heavy fusion reactor farm. Ooh, that's even better. That's even better. I'm gonna go for that. Oh, we're so good. We're so far, and now they will just erase us because they have millions of ships and I can't do anything against them because they're coming with doomstacks. And I can't even do guerrilla warfare. You can't go in and go out because they have better technology. They can go in and go out. They can actually guerrilla warfare me, which is the really bad thing about that. I would like them to bombard Earth. As sad as that is, but, you know, where I have space defenses, so I can whittle them down. That would be the best attrition factor, actually. Because they would actually die, hopefully. When they do bombardment. I did bombardment once in another game, and it was devastating to me, because they shot back, unfortunately, the stupid armies. Terawatt gas core fission reactor, flare drive. Sure, don't care about the flare drive, I think. I think it was upper left corner somewhere. Antimatter core reactor. None of this matters. Literally none of that matters. And the second wave ships are still not built. That's the problem. It's not like, oh, you could have built more ships. No. No, I couldn't. Whitehorse is now a resource region. That's nice. It's because of climate change, because there is no ice anymore anywhere on the planet. Well, on the north part of the planet, and Antarctica still has some ice, I think. Build army, navy priorities, but also cause greater increase in inequality, environmental damage. Okay. Okay, whatever that means, that's fine. We're good. Actually, look at that per capita GDP. That is so bad. Only 56,000? Meanwhile, Austria, 105k. Double. Seems wild to me. Yeah, also European Union only 62k, but that is also because there are very poor countries in here that drop the average. And it's very sad. Like, I mean, Hungary, for example, is not really rich, or I mean, Poland won't be. All of the more eastern countries, unfortunately. But still, that's kind of weird. Especially the US. But probably the US has very rich and very non-rich regions, I would guess, and that averages out. Would be my guess. I have no idea, to be honest. 96% is not good enough. It's not good enough. Nothing here will help me. Nothing here will help me, guys. I'm all researched out. There's nothing to do anymore. What is wrong with me? I need another. None of this would do a single thing. I should have gone for the armor for earlier. I think that the hybrid armor is better because it doesn't need exotics or something. Okay, we have more stuff. Cool. Poland has 1 army, right? No, 2. That's nice. Good for them. The cohesion. What the hell? Yeah, you know what? Then it doesn't really matter. Just go in. Flawed democracy. We're helping with that, hopefully. Let's go there. And the environment needs to go up. Oof. Stupid people. Not the Polish, the people who were in charge before, which is Exodus. I think you're just going to do that again. Getting Poland fully under control. While Manaway goes and defends them. Joy. That looks good. That looks okay. That will take a while. And can I get Russia in? I don't see Russia. They're not in a war anymore, so that's fine. Oh. But also that. No, it's just Poland. But they need to be allies, I think, to do that. That'd probably just take some time, yeah. None of them really want to be allies. Okay, I don't know what Joy should do. Kazakhstan is not looking well. Okay, the 2nd of June they can join again. Looking well-ish. Let's help him a bit. That's fine. Oh, damn it. I'm not sure if we can survive the next few minutes. I'm not sure what you're doing, buddy. Uh-oh. They're here. Yep, next few minutes, as I said. Earth Def 2... No, Earth Def 1 merge with 2. And let's see what they're doing. Should probably save, huh? Not that I can do anything with that save, but I don't know, it feels better for me. Oh, I feel cozy. There's more arriving in low Earth orbit, and they're all joining, probably, to murder my face. And I hate it. And I can't get these guys. But now being antagonistic is just the right thing to do. Uh-huh. I can't reach that quickly enough. I think I can't reach that quickly enough. I think Exofighter sucks is dead. I need better engines. 7.5k defense. I was thinking if I should upgrade this as well. Well, if only I would have done it. Because now it's gone. Goodbye, Exofighter sucks. I could use Exofighters there. But what good would it do? Against 70 fucking ship. Oh my god. Why is Doom stacking such a thing for these guys? What the hell? Look at that. Double Titan as well. Fucking Doom stacks. And there's just nothing you can do against that. How many can I muster? 43? Yeah, I can actually get 43 out. Would that help against 72 ships with actual point defense and shit, and not just one-off pods? No. They're only shooting like 4, right? 4 torpedoes. That's not gonna do shit. 160 torpedoes. They will just nuke them. Haha. No, I don't think that is feasible. Goodbye, station. Goodbye. I'm gonna auto resolve because it's pointless. Yeah, it's just instant victory. It's just I can't do shit against that. I can't even send my fleet because I only have like 30 ships. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna try 32 ships. I'm gonna save again. I don't need to save again. I'm gonna try. I'm going to attack them. They will probably destroy my station first, but we'll see how that goes. Shall we? 20 hours till we get them. My god. Okay. That is now the make or break moment. If I can win this fight, we have a chance, because I will wipe half of their forces off this solar system. Off of this solar system. If I cannot, I know you know what that means. I could upgrade this, that would probably do it. It doesn't matter. I mean, the ships from Merc would have probably been helpful here. Another 4 ships, 36 against 70. It's just pointless. Absolutely pointless. I don't think we can win this. It just doesn't feel good. Yeah, do that a bit more. Kazakhstan needs some love. God. Look at that. On paper, 10 times stronger. Yeah, and not only on paper this time. Now maybe the Exofighters would be good. You know what? I'm gonna go all in. And oh my god, second bot today. What the hell? All in. And torpedo pods, I guess, because why not? Doesn't matter. It's just 500 more. Yeah, that is some chugging that we need to do here. Okay, that was loading in. I thought it was not. Thought it took a while. Maybe Great Wall. They seem to be. Okay, that's a. I don't like the Exofighters. Go away. No. Why are the Exofighters on the inside, not on the outside? Yeah, I don't like that. I need PD coverage, guys. That is so stupid. My god, is that dumb. That weakens me because these guys don't have PD. What the hell? I mean, just make it worse, game. Thank you. That's better. That's much better. Now, it's not lances. Is that archers? No, exactly not. I want heavies in the mid. Yeah. Because this core needs to survive the longest, because that's our PD core. And the rest is just useless, so let's go. Okay. One wall against another wall. I have no idea what to do here. I guess I'll focus the Titans. And they still have 27 in reserve. And we apparently have 30 in reserve, which are all fighters. Awesome. That is useless. I could order... Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, that is kind of garbage. I have 90 ships on. But reserves are useless. So all these exofighters are useless, basically. Don't fire until you see the shit in their eyes. They do... Okay, they do a weird thing there. That's a far distance away. That's in the furthest back there. That's not good. Still the closer of the two. I think I'm gonna be dead long before I can reach them. I think I should go all out now. So out of range actually, but whatever am I gonna do? I'm not gonna survive for long. Yep, that's my exofighters gone. That's the first dreadnought to go. We're not very heavily armored, because I couldn't afford it. So nice light show though. Our end. That's basically the end of the game as far as I am concerned, because what else am I going to do? We will never be able to get up another fleet like this, and I'm not even killing a single ship. I mean, the Titan is, yeah, mildly damaged. Scratched. The hull is scratched. We're just entering them. Just completely useless. Yeah, just broadside them. That's a good idea. Just gave it to the AI because I'm not gonna deal with all these stupid reinforcement bullshit. I couldn't even kill a single Titan there. That's how shitty this fight is. I killed one ship, I think. I'm going to load this again and just let it do an auto-resolve. But I don't think it will be better than this. Couldn't even kill a single Titan. And that's the end, because now they will just go kill every station I have, because they can instantly win this against any station. Even the highest defended ones, I think, they can just murder. I mean, maybe they would get some attrition there with one of the stations. Maybe two. I don't even know why... Oh, look at that. Now they come all in together. That's cool. How neat. That will not change a thing. Not sure what the AI is doing, but they're all losing. I think the exofighters are absolutely pointless. They're not even a nuisance against them. This is what I was afraid. That is why I was afraid. Damage, damage, damage. Not even one is destroyed. Yeah, we're just fucked. Oh well, one is destroyed. Literally one. We destroyed a interdictor cruiser. Cool. And damaged a Titan. And what did we pay for? For that? Hundreds of lives. And 32 ships. With another 43 pointless little fighters that can do shit. It's kind of bullshit. I'm gonna load this, but I want to see what they're doing now. Because they can basically just go around and just murder everything. Oh, hey, look at that. The initiative comes in now. Cool. That's even better. They have a pointless little fleet. That would be no... Oh, and the Academy too. Look at the vultures. Look at the fucking vultures. Look at the fucking vultures. Instead of them fighting the aliens, you know, with me. No, the fucking vultures. They're not doing shit, these little bastards. And it's total war. They will never go down again, as far as I know. Unless we have nothing in any orbit. Is my understanding. Nothing. Literally. No. And I don't even think we are allowed to have shit on planets anymore. So we would basically start at nothing. So, that's ending the game for me. Because I'm not gonna build all of this shit up again. That is just pointless. That would take another 10 years minimum. I mean, I want to see what the auto resolve does. At least. It doesn't matter. Just take something. I don't care. Again, pointless. And also, yeah, it would take forever to build up again, and then these guys will just, you know, explode in terms of ships. A newly launched alien fleet. Oh, with an assault carrier. I mean, we had assault carriers before, so whatever. Yep, there's Boland. I think that's the end of the game. Even with the auto resolve, they can't change shit here. Because I have no idea what this is supposed. 113. Are you kidding me, game? Yeah, I feel a little pissy about this, to be honest. Oh my god, really? Who cares? Again, I want to load this again. We'll see what the auto-resolve does if we can kill more than one. We're still going to die. Yeah, dead. That's Boland gone. More aliens. Fun. I don't give a shit. They're even on more moons than Jupiter now. Oh, that was Saturn. It might have been Saturn. Yep, there's El Cid going. Interesting that they're not going for the other station that can actually, you know, fight. Not even a single hit. Oh well, a few are damaged. Oh yay. From 113 ships of bullshit. I can't do anything. These doomstacks are just pissing me off. What are you supposed to do against them? Again, if I could rig a station to explode and an antimatter bomb or something and just wipe half their fleet, that would be something. But there is no attrition at a certain point, and that's a problem. Yeah, look at that. That's all the attrition that they had. They just left them behind. And still have 113 ships, guys. Still. And if there's no attrition, I'm just gonna automate this. I want to see another phase. Because literally doesn't matter. And there's the next station. I'm not even sure if they were damaged in this fight. That looks horrendous. Thank you, game.
We destroy everything we touch.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna read that. Another station dead. Climate change mitigation would be amazing if we would live. Exotic armor would have been amazing. I have exotics. It's not the problem. I don't have, you know, building capabilities because it takes 50 years and also, you know, more resources than I can possibly gain. Because everything is blocked by the alien assholes and I can't get anywhere. And we tried a few times. I mean, they weren't, granted, they weren't escorted, but, you know, with what? With what? Yeah, fine, go for that station too. And dead. I want to see them fight my other station that is actually defended. I mean, this is 14k defense. Not even a single kill. You know, it's just pointless. They just throw numbers at me right now, and I can't do anything against that. It's absolutely pointless. I could have rampaged, let them rampage through my stations, and hopefully the last station they attack is the one where I'm actually stationed, which would be we are still here. And maybe I could have done something with the station in my back, you know, trying to defend. But I doubt it would have looked much different. Especially since you can't really place them well, I think. Why am I going there, game? There's no point in that. I just told them to join. Hellion reflex drive. How nice. Oh, how nice it would have been to have a good drive. You don't believe anyone survived. Oh no. I don't care. Yeah, I think that's the end of the Let's Play, guys. Faster did the X button, then closed up for probe results. Oh, that is a possibility? I didn't even know that. Thank you for the hint there. Okay, cool. And hello, Saucy. Welcome. And another one. Oh, that's we are still here now. That's the, you know, kind of well defended. Oh, it's not even that well defended. The other one was better defended, so death. There's literally no point in even trying. What are you even supposed to do against that? And we were picking off some fleets here and there. Oh wow, that's also really bad. We were definitely picking some fleets off. That's a hard crackdown though. The latest patches have orbital defenses. Be truly paper tigers. If they decided to attack, they will beat it. Yeah, that's great. What am I supposed to do then? I can't build ships because they take 2 years to build. Well, not quite. A half a year to build each, and I don't have resources to build them with. So I had a fleet. That fleet just got vaporized like children with nukes. So they couldn't even kill more than a ship. And that was a very small one. Kill one ship and mildly inconvenience a Titan. And again, I'm stuck behind this stupid hump. Not getting enough together to actually defend or attack anything. Yeah, missile swap. We don't even have the missiles I want. I wanted the stupid nuclear torpedoes that I didn't get. The shaped charge. Yeah, come to Mercury. Have fun there. Oh, that station. Oh, that was my antimatter station that didn't have the chance to get defenses. So yeah, this run is over, unfortunately. I hate it. I hate that it ends this way, because it's absolutely bullshit that they just come in a death ball. I mean, what are you supposed to do against that? I mean, even if all my ships, every single one, 32 ships would have been full of missiles, or full of torpedoes, nuclear torpedoes, and nothing else, I couldn't have done anything. Because they have actually a good spread on ships, and their small ships wouldn't have been hit by that. And all of my ships were juggernauts, you know? It's the best I could muster at all during this fucking game. What the shit am I going to do against this? Yeah, mass kinetics. I was trying to do that. I don't have mass is the problem. I only have a few ships. Oh yeah, look at that. The vultures come again. Oh, so sweet. Fucking assholes. Yeah, now they can take me down really easily because I'm so far over my limit. But masses of small ships wouldn't have done anything, Saucy. They wouldn't have done anything because they can't dodge if they're from me, because Thank you, Gabix, for the subscription on YouTube. They cannot dodge because we don't have any good drive. We have the burner drive. Well, actually, no, we have a better one now, but all my ships had the burner drive because they couldn't upgrade them. And I couldn't build new ones because no resources anymore. And that's about it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of money now soon, I think. Yeah, actually. I'm getting more metals, how nice. There's no coming back from this. Also, why am I losing exotics? Oh, probably the Titans I wanted to build are now going. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck off. It's pointless. There's no coming back from this. But it cannot be that as soon as they are going for total war, you just lose. Because I couldn't get away, and I show you why. I mean, I have shown that a few times. But I couldn't get somewhere else to actually build up shit. You know why? Because they decided something I've seen for the first time, to armor that Lagrange point into death. They have, since the beginning of the game, you know, basically just a few years in, like 4 years in or so, when I not even had any ships to build, they've built this shitty thing for surveillance, and they have the fleet that you're seeing was amassed here. Every ship that came to Earth and had nothing to do anymore came here, and that was the Doomstack that they were building. And whenever I tried to get out of here, I mean, basically, I could go to Mercury, and to Mars, but whenever I tried to go to Jupiter or something in the asteroid belt, they were just intercepting me and killing it. So I had no chance, because I could never have the numbers to deal with this shitty Doomstack. And they were just amassing and amassing and amassing. Whenever I tried to kill a few, they just came in and killed everything I had. Well, not quite, and luckily they were in a total war, now they are. Yeah, they can build in Lagrange points and even LEO. Yeah, I know. And it's just bullshit. Because they're amassing here. That's what they shouldn't do, in my opinion. Not in this station. I mean, they should amass at all, because it's just pointless to play then. You can't win. How can you win against the Doomstack like that? Even if I had 100 ships full of torpedoes, I don't think I would have managed to win this, because they wouldn't penetrate anything. Let's say I had 100 monitors with 4 hull slots each, full of missiles. No PD, nothing. Just missiles. And let's say I had another... Well, my missiles that I have are nuclear torpedoes. Just normal nuclear torpedoes because I couldn't get anything else. Because I missed one early tech which was completely pointless to research at all. I was actually going for nuclear-shaped missiles now. But I just have normal nuclear missiles, like the... What is it? The Hades, I think it is. Nuclear torpedoes, sorry. And these ships, all of them, 100 of them full with them, is 4 times 100, is 400 slots. With each, let's say, 4 missiles, because you don't get more. Unless you get maybe a bit of... If you get 2 magazines, it's 8. It's 8 per, so it's like 800. No, it's like 8 times 400. I doubt I would even have gotten a shot out. Because they would be just sniped by lasers. Long before they can fire. And even if I just let the torpedoes fly, I don't even know, I don't even think many of them would have made it. And then all my ships would have been dead, and what would I do now? It would be the same scenario. Maybe the fleet would be a little bit smaller, but does that make a difference? I don't think so. It's just so pointless. There's nothing. There's no tool I can use that actually works. Control point. Oh, cool. Cool. Now the US is getting killed because of this. Oh, that's great. That's just perfect. I don't give a shit. Just fuck off. Oh my god. Whatever. That's the problem. I need these stations to keep my nations in order because of this bullshit. They were all defended, by the way. Any of my nations was defended. There was no weakness. I thought I was already researching the spinal neutron arms. Maybe the other one then. Maybe it was another thing. Oh, apparently they were not defended anymore. What the hell? Why weren't they defended? Doesn't matter. It's pointless. Also, didn't they take mass media from me? Weird. Are they killing more? Great. I do still have some in LEO. And they had literally no attrition up to this point. I mean, these few, that's all the attrition they had. 12 ships of 113 or some bullcrap. Where's the other fleet? There. I don't know why they don't know what to do. They're not even killing the academy because reasons. That's not their big fleet. Where's their big fleet? I mean, I have nothing anymore. I have no production. I have nothing. I don't even have resources anyway, so whatever. Ah, there's the fleet. Where are you going? No, that's the wrong fleet. Eh. They're flying home to repair. Very far home. Should take them a year. I don't know where the big fleet is. I mean, there's one bigger fleet, but that's just 10 ships. Where are the 113 bullshit ships? I'm really pissed right now because it was just everything was pointless right now, and I don't like it. They have 400 ships. Oh, it's around Earth. There, Doomstack. Doomstack going for... They're flying home. Why are they flying home? To Clotho. I mean, they're not going out of total war, so... I have another 144 there. Look at how they amass the ships. That is just so stupid. There's nothing I can do against that. Let's say I would get a station back. I would get a station back that could... I mean, just building that would be absolutely horrendous because I'm not getting enough resources. to even build that thing up before they come back, because I need half a year to build the station. Minimum. Because battle stations take so long to build, and also shipyards take so fucking long to build. And that was different before. I've seen that differently. They were much faster to build. I could start a station and they could come back. They could fly there and come back in the time I have it half built up. Probably. So at this point, it's literally pointless, because I couldn't even get to production status anymore. I mean, I do have some production still on Mercury, but I'm not sure that would be enough to actually get something together, especially with no resources anymore. When I started building the fleet that you've seen, I had like 50k metal and like 20k water or something, and then it was gone. And since then, I have nothing. Which also is the case because of my shitty drive that I couldn't upgrade. I still have the stupid burner drive, or I had. Now I have one that is a bit more efficient. I have no idea. Just feels like absolute garbage. I'm gonna load again. I'm not combat safe. I want this one, I think. Well, it's sad that it ends this way, but that's how it ends, apparently. Unfortunate. And I don't think I wasn't belligerent enough. I think I was as belligerent as I could have been. Maybe I could have been a little bit more belligerent, but I needed to also kill some counselors in my territory, which also takes them up a bit. I'm actually surprised that it took them so long to go to total war, because my MC cap was already over a few times. Slightly though. So maybe you have some grace period or whatever it is. Sounds like you trigger total war a bit early? We're in 2035. That's not early. I'm at the end of the fucking tech tree. What the shit am I going to do? Sit here for another 100 hours to amass some resources? Because I can't get any more. There's no resources anymore. Because whenever I try to get to new resources, they just come in and clean house. Easily. And it's just, I don't know what to do. A bit early. That game should end before 2040, actually. I'm doing accelerated, by the way. Accelerated campaign. But a bit early is just absolute nonsense. How long am I going to build up? 50 years? They will have 1 million ships by then. There's no point. They are always ahead of me in production. They will always be, because you are so slow when you play this game. You cannot be much faster in getting anything. Because you need to go through all that tech to actually go somewhere. I have no idea what was written in the YouTube chat right now. Okay. I'm going to remove that message, because either you write English or German, something I can moderate, because I don't know what you're writing. I'm sorry. So that was right before they did the attack, I think, or before I did the attack. I don't know, where are they? Because I wanted to see, maybe I don't attack them and just let them have their fun, and once they come to me, maybe I have a chance when I'm at a station that can actually defend itself as well. Because they just destroyed the station. That's not where I want to be. They destroyed the station. But it's 2036 even. How is that early? I mean, I might have been a bit slow, and I also don't have the right tech, because I made a mistake in thinking something was obsolete, but that would lead like 20 years later into something that I actually need, which is shaped charge nuclear torpedoes, nuclear missiles, and then torpedoes. Which is what I wanted all along, and I could have had that for years. And I would have just spammed torpedo ships like crazy. But I couldn't, because I had only shit torpedoes. I mean, they did some damage, but they weren't shape charged, so they took each other out, which is really shit. It's also why I'm not gonna go for anti-meta torpedoes, because they're just garbage. What am I did click on this button, right? Oh, you don't. Okay, cool. There I wanted to go. Okay. Aliens around Earth. Where are you fuckers? 71 guys. You didn't even attack yet. Okay. Okay, maybe I can get there? No, I think I just got the message that they're going for... that they're going for my station, for Exofighter suck. I think that's where we are right now. They're just going for this station with only 7.5k, and I'm just gonna let it happen. Let's go. I'm not gonna send any Exofighters in any fight this time, because they're just pointless. Now they're launching for that, so I could have maybe made it. Could have made it. They just... the point was they just reached LEO. And not even a single bit of damage. Why do I even build this shit? It's just completely pointless. I mean, okay, it's a lot of ships. It's just a ball of death, which is also stupid. I mean, with that logic, if they can just deathball it up like crazy, why don't they come in? Why don't the Death Stars let them come in day 1 and just bombard all of Earth and it's over? Because, you know, I at least would have saved 150 hours. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy this game. But if I don't get the tools to handle some of these things, what am I supposed to do? What is your ship loadout? Garbage, probably. Also, the criticism on that one is a little bit late, I would say. I think I don't have many trebuchets. I have a few trebuchets. So that's basically just the Hades nuclear torpedo bay, which is the best torpedo I had until recently, because we just... yeah, these two were the only ones I had. The Cerberus and the Hades. Cerberus is even more pointless, I guess. And I had the Python nuclear missile bay, but missiles weren't doing the trick. Oh yeah, I don't even have better ones yet, because I still need to research them. Mwah, awesome. Because the Hestia and the... oh no, I just unlocked the Ares, but... why are they not nuclear? They are powered by a nuclear thermal rocket. Oh, it's just a nuclear rocket. It's a torpedo, right? Yes, it's a torpedo, and this one is also a torpedo. Why are they so slow then? They have a lot of Delta V, but they are fucking slow. 4.9? These guys are at 9 Gs. Yeah, I would not use them. For sure not. The reasons for the Hydra acting the way they do gets revealed gradually from the faction plotlines. So you have to win with each faction to get the full picture. Great, I can't even win with one. But I know, and I know there must be a reason, but it's still stupid. At this point, they could just come in from the beginning and just bombard Earth and it's fine. Because it's just pointless to go anywhere. They are fine for adjusting after overkill. Your armor is about 15% of what it should be on a Dreadnought. Oh, cool, thanks. Yeah, because I needed to move. Sweet. I know I need more armor. I didn't have good armor. It's just adamantine, which is not that good. I was getting better armor right now. Not that I could build the shit. Do I have the armor? No, I still only have adamantine. I mean, 15% you say. So I need about that much. No. Actually more even. And probably... like that? Yeah, I couldn't even move. And also, yeah, my fucking god. How would I even have paid for that shit? I'm okay. It doesn't even get too much there. I should have maybe gone harder, yes. But at the time, I didn't know. And also, yeah, the cruise acceleration is just awesome. Just a brick in space. Cool. What's the other ships? The laser boat. That one. Just pew-pew lasers. And a bit of a siege coiler. I don't even think... is that the one that we're actually using? I think it is. Have I upgraded them? I don't think I upgraded them. I don't think I have the siege coiler right now. The Dictator for Hire. It's unfortunately a bit garbage. I don't like the heavy coil. I like the heavy coilgun battery, but the lasers can deal with smaller ships better. This is just nice for more saturation, so the siege coilers can get where they need to be. If you can't accelerate a ship while having armor, you're using too large of a hull. Yeah, whatever. Pointless. Hello, Henry Evingham. My monitors have 50 frontal. Sweet. Doesn't help me, though. I'm sorry for being... No, you are not garbage. The chip is garbage because I designed it. I don't think armor would have saved me, though. And also... You're using too large a hull. Yes, because I don't have any fucking drives. The thing is, with the freaking dreadnoughts, I actually had some success in fights. Before we haven't won much of a battle. I mean, with the battleships, I did do some stuff that worked, but it just didn't work out really. What else is it? Yeah, I mean, I have decided Titan. That doesn't have a lot of armor because I just a little bit. I actually underestimated how little that adds. And also I wanted something with more crews because I wanted to use them as well with some other ships, if I ever get there, to escort stuff to Jupiter. And that's why they needed some crews. But maybe I should just go ham with armor next time. Whenever that will be, because that's not gonna be soon. I can tell you that. I'm really, really fucking pissed right now. It's just... very shitty though. And that is even a better drive. That's even the Zeta Triton drive that I unlocked a very short while ago. I wish I had better drives though. Oh, this is the best one I have. Yeah, stupid microfusion is garbage. It's all nonsense here. I unlocked all of these very recently. Actually, maybe this one would have been better, the Poseidon Lantern. I didn't even have time to look at these, is the problem. The power use efficiency is better here. Neat. It's not enough thrust. For 20 rating? Only 6 exhaust? Yeah, this is still probably the better drive. But maybe the thrust would have been nice. Oh well. Didn't get that for, you know, most of the game. It's annoying me because we had a lot of shit everywhere on Earth and stuff and around, and it went quite well. I mean, Luna was basically garbage because it didn't have any nobles, but Mars was going pretty well. We had some good stuff there. Mercury was nice. We had some stuff there, but then it just stopped. I couldn't get anywhere because of that fucking station next to Earth. They had like seconds when they until they could get me, whenever I was doing anything. So I was just basically completely cock-blocked by them. Oh, Luna had nobles last game. Yes, it did. Last game I played, Luna had nobles. Whatever, doesn't make a difference. The only thing that did was make getting to Mars take even longer, which was very annoying. And getting into a state where I actually had resources that I could build from space completely and didn't use a lot of boost. Although that still went quite well once I was at Mars and had a construction module there, so I could build up more on Mars without horrendous amounts of boost. Oh man, so many things went really well, but my shipbuilding didn't. That's very annoying. Also, we were a long time capped on MC because of the stupid hidden cap in this game. I hate that stupid hidden cap that makes them go to war, total war with you early. It's just absolute nonsense. It was such a stupid juggling course to have enough stations to do things and to get shit, and then also try to build up some ships and enough ships that they don't just blast it away with a single ship. It's just Absolute bullcrap. You're going to Boland again. How well defended is Boland? I don't think I can reach it. They are going there in 3 hours. Yeah, I can't get that. Can't get that far. Yeah, it's not well defended anyway. I mean, the best defended one is actually... weirdly... No. This one. I have 14k there. I think I've built one more there than usual. I was actually armoring up really hard to deter them deter them from attacking me. Because even without Total War, they were just going ham on me all the time, and it was just annoying. I don't care. Do some bullshit. Doesn't matter anymore. Annoying. Really fucking annoying. Oh no. Oh no, Boland. I'm sorry. Couldn't have done anything against that, but, you know. And the thing is, they don't even kill it, and then come the vultures. That's even worse. X, you said. X doesn't work. Why does X not work? Okay, it is auto-clicker button time. X on the upper right. Oh, that one. Oh, that works. Yeah, okay. That's nice. Come on. Yeah, I don't care. Oh no, Boland was destroyed. And that will kill me now, because now they can just F me over on the planet. Completely. There we go. That's just one. But yeah, no interface delay there, which is kind of weird. Fletcher Station. It's gonna go now. And come on. Yeah, bye-bye. Enjoy. Not even damaged. What's the point of these defenses if they can't even damage a ship? And they're not really using that many... They can't even be using that many torpedoes because they have used them now. Oh no, another station. I'm so fudged. Oh man, we had so many cool nations. Oh no, you're fine still. Okay. Must have been the next phase or something when I lost that and didn't see. Yeah, doesn't matter. Automate. Automate. Again, I think the run is over. I don't think you can salvage that. At least I can't. Oh, you're doing something there. Oh, Poland. Yeah, that's fine. They will just be purging through defense. I'm 100% sure with that. Because I'm over my limit. And I will be much, much more over in a second. Because I cannot stop them. And that was my fear the whole time. Going to total war and not being able to stop them.
We destroy everything we touch.
I don't care. I'm not gonna read that. If I can't defend my stations, there's no point. I could never go to total war. And I can't. That's the thing. Well, I was never allowed to even entertain that notion that total war is a thing. The incident. I think that one was the one that... oh, a bit stronger, okay. They're destroying more stuff now. That's interesting. I tend to not build a defensive station or ship until I hit Mars or Mercury. And Mercury. I did not even think about ships until I hit Mercury. Long after I hit Mercury. That's not the point here. I didn't build them too early. I'm in 20... Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I'm in fucking 2036. I built ships at a long time. It's like 2030 is when I started, I think. And I was too late. You know why? Also, just auto-resolve this shit. You know why that was too late? Because they surveilled so hard on me that the first army they dropped on the planet in 2031? I think it was 2031. That the first army already had 8.5 military tech. Which is preposterous. They should have about 7 at the first time. But they had so many abductions, even though I went aggressively after them. And then surveilled so hard because of 2 stations in orbit, plus all the, I think, up to 3 fleets that they used for surveillance. Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh no, it's destroyed. Oh, would have thought. Yeah, they're just going through the defenses. I can't even stop anything there. Just crackdown after crackdown. Yeah, and you're useless. Pro-alien assholes. Oh, look at that. That's maybe a fight that could do something. Nope, it couldn't, because they now have 127 ships. How? Are they breeding? I mean, this won't do anything because, A, they suck, and B, they will not all get in to the fight. Should I have clicked engage? Is the station? No, the station should be in. Not that it would do anything. Great Wall. Oh, look at that. There's not even a single fighter in there. That's cool. Yeah, you're not moving. We're trying to defend here. And we can't move anyway, so... Oh no, there is a fighter in here. Why are there fighters? Why are there only 2 fighters in here? Last time they had much more. Is the station counting as well? It's kind of garbage. I mean, you do have 3? I think you have 3 defenses. That's neat. How did I do this last time? I think center. And not archers, but heavies. Yeah, because I didn't want the stupid battleships in the center, which will just die. So let's just do this. I'm not sure what the AI would do. I think they would move, which I don't want them to do. Basically, I'm just going to give it to the AI, because what the hell am I going to do? I have no idea how to fight this. I mean, there are 71 in reserve. Come on. And I'm not going to deal with the reserves, because the reserves are kind of shit in this game. I mean, they made it better because they're not coming in piecemeal anymore. But they're still kind of shit. Yeah, let loose. Let loose the dogs of war. Let's see if we can kill a few ships, which I wasn't able to. But now we have the station as well at some point. At least they will help with defense, which is nice. The AI is just standing around. I mean, not with this one. This one turned around. Which is kind of detrimental, buddy, because you're gonna die. You don't have any armor. Yeah, look at that. Nothing is getting through. Not a single shot is getting through. It's a nice light show, though. Red not gone. Number 2. Did I even damage something? You know, there was hundreds of torpedoes, just nothing. Nothing got through. What a shit show. No, I didn't build a single ship. Are you not listening? I didn't build a single fucking ship. I think the first ship I built was actually a... I mean, I tried to build a colony ship, but that failed. And I mean, they killed that and then it went off. That wasn't much of an attack. But I think the first ship that I actually built was a marine ship. Because I wanted to take over some shit. From some people. It's so laughable that I can't even kill a single ship here. That is so bull. Not even the station is killing a single ship. What the heck is happening here? Yay, they got more ships in. Or is that me? Oh, that's me. Great. Because that will do so much. Stupid exofighter garbage. They turned on a dime. That's also nice. Yeah, none of these torpedoes will even get to them. Look at that. Look at that PD. Completely overlapping PD. It's just ridiculous. They didn't lose a single fucking ship. I killed more when I did this on my own than the AI did. Well, that was the Let's Play. I guess next Friday we'll play Ixion. Because I'm definitely not gonna play this again. For a while. I thought I had a better grip on the... Oh wow, we damaged one. Neat. Oh, we destroyed the single one. Cool. The Waxing Moon. A cruiser again. That was the last thing I killed as well. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna have the patience to go another 100 hours through this to get to the same point and then just die again. That is just bullshit. I definitely got farther than last time. Because the first hump I had a little more control over. And also because I finally learned about the stupid MC cap bullshit. Which is absolute bullshit. That's just a you can't outbuild the mechanic, which you cannot do either way. Because you will never have more resources than they will. In the early game. So, whatever. Actually, that is the most viable strategy, by the way, to actually just outbuild them. Just really hardcore go into building shit. And get resources, build some shit with that, and then attack them. And otherwise, you just what are you going to do? I mean, the other thing you will do then, you have to do then, is crunching numbers. Which, you know... And learning the tech tree by heart, so you get the right tech in the right moment. And then actually be able to build that shit before they get mad and murder you. Which is also just a little annoying with the tech tree. I love the tech tree. There's so much stuff in there and it's really fun. And I did read everything up until this point. Which was also really interesting. Where they were coming from. But... learning that by heart to know all the ways I need to go for the specific tech is just not fun. And it's also completely unrealistic. Normally, in my opinion, the only real research system should be one that is completely blind. And some games have tried that, actually. Where you invested into general fields, like biology, or like, you know, life science, as it's called here, or maybe into material science, into social science, and then you got something from a random selection. Randomly. After a certain amount of points. And that system makes much more sense. Knowing what research you need to go for the good stuff, is actually kind of dumb. I know this why in the strategy game and stuff, yada yada yada, I know all that, but it's still kind of dumb and unrealistic. So it shouldn't be required, in my opinion. Random nature of drive research means that what fleets I can use are radically different from game to game. Yay! I mean, we had the burner drive really early, actually. Or, not really early, but for what I know, early. We were really lucky in getting that, and that helped a bit. In getting to... well, actually not in getting to Mercury, really. I mean, we could get to Mercury because of it, but it just took so long that it wasn't feasible to actually reinforce there or something. So, whatever. But it was kind of nice to actually have a drive for once, because the last 2 times I didn't get a single drive that was actually useful. But to have a drive that was actually useful and build on that. But you cannot upgrade drives. So basically you, at some point, you will have to suicide your fleet into some shit, because it's so old it doesn't do anything anymore. And then be, hopefully, you know, in a situation that you can rebuild. Resource-wise, hate-wise, whatever. But that's just something I still have to figure out, I guess. I don't know. I'm tired of it now. I'm kind of sad. The most interesting thing about large space fights in this game is the variance in how the auto-resolve and giving AI control to all of your ships can give such wildly different results. Great. Fun. Unpredictableness. That's really good. Also, I wish they would change the stupid... I don't know if they did. Maybe they did. And maybe that's why my performance was even poorer than I thought. Look at that. That armor isn't that high either. But yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind with the armor. That I can go much higher. Just... I haven't really experimented with that because... whenever I could build ships, it was a very desperate situation. I just needed to get them out there to actually have a chance of surviving. But yeah, only 34 there. We could have definitely built more armor than that in our ships. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I would love for them to get rid of the stupid including Delta V in their strength number. That's just absolute nonsense. That shouldn't be a thing. It makes no sense at all. Oh yeah, because they can evade. Yeah, oh yeah, that makes it so much better. It's idiotic. I need to know what their weapon strength is, and I need an as accurate as it can be number, and not a number where I have to, in my mind, vaguely wiggle around with the stupid Delta V that they have and hope I can still beat them. Because that's not informative at all. It's just obfuscating. If you want that, just to get rid of the number. Then obfuscate it at all, completely, because that is just not, it's not feasible. It's just nothing half and nothing whole. Their plasma can chip under 40 very easily. Great. I mean, we had no problem with, not much problem with that, so far. So, but it's just if they have more numbers, you can't win. That's what I learned in this game, because every single time, well, not every single time, but most of the times when they had bigger number, we lost. Bigger number of ships, that is. Not if the ships were very small, maybe, but if they had, like, I don't know, if I had 5 ships and they had 10, they would win. Even if my ships were all, you know, nukes or some bullshit, which they weren't, because I hate going for just one thing. That is very unreliable and just stupid. And I would have liked to go even more into different things. I would have liked to check out the... what was that we got? There was a very interesting... few interesting weapons that I would have liked to try out. To see how effective they are, but I never got the chance. Because when I got them, I didn't have resources to build anymore. And we were building. I have ships in the building queue. I just don't have the resources for them. I even have some Titans coming out in... you know, 16 years. At least, you know, that's how it feels like. But I was thinking about... no, I don't want to sell things. I was thinking about... where is it? What weapon is it? I wanted to try out the... not the heavy plasma. Plasma is kinda... I mean, that could have been nice. But as a nose cannon, it's just so pointless. Because my ships cannot turn. They will never be able to turn until I have the best drives. Which is just absolutely pointless. Yeah, something like the... not the heavy antimatter. Something like the heavy particle lance or something. I would have liked to try these to see how these damages actually do anything. And how they work. Because I have no idea how these actually do any damage. Because it's only 6 damage. And then the thermal, X-ray, and baryonic damage... it's not even 100 parts of this damage. It's not like 55% of the 6 is actually thermal. It's actually it's some other thing because which one was it? No, was it this one? Yeah, this one has over 100% each. That makes no sense. It's not how percentages work. Is that a bonus modifier or something? Is that like 8 damage to the hull and you get 100% of that damage applied to as thermal damage as well? Is that how that works? Because that's not really well explained in my opinion. I mean, technically, the text on top could imply that, but it's not very clear. Nice ship. Yeah, it's over, Angela. Hello, Angela. How are you doing? We're done. We're dead. We lost everything. They can skip through armor. I mean, cute. I mean, actually, then I should have used plasma because I just saw, and I never actually did look much on that even their Titans, I think it was, only had 34 armor. So I could ship under the armor as well. Then plasma would have been the way to go, actually. For most of my shit. Can I have plasma hull? No, I can't. Why is plasma only a nose weapon? That is also kind of stupid. No, there's plasma. Oh, yeah, I didn't have that for a long time. That was a very, very late thing we got. Plasma weapons are so late. It's ridiculous, and I couldn't employ them. I just couldn't make ships with them. Is the problem. But yeah, if they can just ignore armor, is that said here somewhere? No. No, it's not. That would be a good information to have. Hey, by the way, this thing can just burn through armor and ignore armor completely. Would have been nice, because then the 12 damage looks much different to me. Because 12 damage is kind of garbage. They don't ignore it, they chip it off. Okay, whatever that means. So they burn armor off, fine. It's still not listed here. That's my point. I want them to list it. I want them to get the information from something that is not the code. Because a player should never have to look into the code. It's nice if you can look into the code and see what's happening. You know, in a little bit more detail. But the game should provide you with everything you need to know. And that's not the case here then. If it doesn't say... it literally just destroys armor very easily or something, or easier than other weapons or something, then it's not here. Subsequent shots have to deal less with armor. But isn't that the point of every shot? What does lasers do then? What does a missile do then? Doesn't that strip armor as well? Isn't that the point of using weapons? To get through their armor and kill them? Or is it just ablative and when is it like shields? So when you hit the armor, it just doesn't get destroyed unless you over-pen it or some bullshit. There's not even penetration in the game, is there? I don't think I've ever seen a single instant of penetration. I mean, what there is the ineffectiveness of lasers against armor, yes. That the armor effectiveness is higher against a laser at longer range. But that still shouldn't cause the armor to completely absorb the laser. It should just mean that the laser damages the armor instead of the hull. Right? That's how armor works. Or am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Probably I'm crazy. There is penetration. It's not listed. It doesn't exist. It's not listed, it doesn't exist. Easy. Because if it exists, it needs to be told to the player. And it's not. And that drives me insane, because it's a fucking strategy game. Tell the player what I need to know. I can't infer things. Or I read all the fluff text, and not even the fluff text really made it clear what does what. Which is kind of stupid if you think about it. Regular damage is reduced by your armor facing. It deals to internals if positive. So if above the armor. If you do more damage than you have armor, like 20 layers and I do 26 damage, 6 goes into the hull. Okay? So it's a literal reduction. That is more like reactive armor, but sure. Also, missile types of damage react differently to armor. Cool. Is that said anywhere? All damage to armor. Okay. I haven't even read that, to be honest. I haven't seen that. Oh yeah, it's also... Okay, it is there. The warhead, penetrator, which is... Okay, that makes more sense, actually. Because I was thinking, what is the penetrator thing? But these are the first penetrator missiles, which I haven't had for 34 years. I just got them. Which, you know... Okay, I'll take that fault, but the Athena actually has that as well. Nice. Which I also didn't have, I think. I only had these two. Do they say that? Yeah, it's all damage to armor. Okay, so it didn't make a difference anyway. All damage to armor. What does that mean? If I have 122 million damage, the first missile would just be negated by armor completely, and then the armor is burned off? Is that what that means? Kinetic damage changes based on your relative velocity. Yeah, I know that makes a lot of sense, but again, has nothing to do with armor right now because I don't have a penetration value here. I know that if you're faster and then you shoot, then the momentum gets carried over and accelerated by, you know, whatever you shoot with. Makes total sense, it's normal physics, it's fine. And then you do more damage. Sure, it's multiplicative, I guess. But it is not explained as well. There's not even an example here. What is the multiplicator? Let's say for the heavy siege coiler, what if I fly at, you know, the standard 500 kps that you start a battle with? When you can go up to 650. How much does that add to this? Doesn't say here anywhere. And no screen ever. Nothing says that. I mean, maybe. The only thing that could maybe say that is the stupid codex. Where's that thing? I have not even an idea where that is. I just read that some things got put in there. Is it this one? It's not only my objectives, not the codex. No idea where the wait. There's a question mark there. Is that a codex? There's the codex. So, maybe it's explained here. I've not actually looked much through this. Does it in here? Each point of armor will absorb 20 megajoules of energy to a single location on the armor hull before vaporizing. Different armor types require... Okay, there's a bit more information in here. Horribly presented and also weird. I'd rather have a calculation, to be honest. Tells me more than this fluff text. Different armor types require different thickness. Yeah, and mass to absorb a particular amount of damage. No, it doesn't. That's not clear because it still absorbs 20 megajoules 1 point. It's just then thicker and needs more mass. That's all. That would be much clearer. Every point of armor absorbs 20 megajoules of damage. Different types of armor have different thickness and therefore need more mass for this to occur. That's all that he needs to say. Surface to orbit attacks against bombarding fleets always hit a ship's nose armor. Sure. Cute. That's actually pretty good for the ships. And also kind of stupid because really, why? I mean, thinking, well, because ships probably bombard with the nose more than with anything else, right? Okay, maybe that's the design choice here. Okay. Less mass per point than lateral armor, blah blah. Yeah, okay, lateral armor needs more mass, yada yada, because bigger area. It's still pretty pretty nothing. We started 500 meters per second, but yeah, I know. I thought it was kps, not meters per second, but sure. Your 40mm autocannon fires at 2.4 kps if you increase your relative velocity to 4.8 kps. Your damage dealt and thus penetration is doubled. Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I guess. Still, why is that not in here? Is there something kinetic weapons? I definitely should have looked into this a bit more, but I just didn't care. I mean, the rest is pretty straightforward. Or maybe I'm still missing something. Oh, there's not even that much in here. There's nothing about kinetics. It's kind of sad. It's a missed opportunity in my opinion. There's nothing about weapons at all? Power plant drive radius? I mean, weapons. Blah, 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 blah. Well, anyway, the YouTube part is way too long. I'm sorry, guys. That was it. Campaign over. I'm very, very sad and a bit pissed about this. Because I can't do shit against them. There's actually nothing really in here. And that's why I never looked into this, because most of this... I looked a few times and most of this text was just fluff. Just stuff that is very obvious to anyone who ever played any game ever that has, you know, a weapon or propulsion or whatever it is. Self-guided weapon systems. I like that the missiles retarget. That is really, really good. Or torpedoes as well. That is really nice. That's a really, really nice design choice that many ignore. Probably because of pathing or something, even though the pathing is kind of easy. In space, I mean, there's always the direct path. There's nothing else. Because there are no obstacles in space, really. And if there's an obstacle, that's literally what the missile is there to kill, so... but yeah. Unfortunately, campaign ends. Not successful, which peeves me a bit. If I would be cheeky, I could just delete all the parts now, because we're at part 6 or so on YouTube. And I could just delete them and no one would ever see my shame. But no, I'm not gonna do that. This was still a fun campaign so far. I'm just pretty peeved about the aliens just doom stacking, because I have no idea how to ever fight that. There's no way, in my opinion. Because whenever we were at any point in the campaign where we had ships, they had more. They always were bigger in the doom stacks, and that you can't catch that. And it peeves me a bit, because it shouldn't be that way, in my opinion. And I'm only playing on fucking normal, I'm not even playing on brutal. You see, that is the worst part of it. Well, maybe I suck too much at strategy games now, and I should just stop doing these streams and videos. Too much of the information is either learned about the hard way over multiple playthroughs or by external websites. They need to fix it. Yeah, they definitely need to fix it. It's absolute bullshit. I mean, it's still early access, and it's only in version 0.4.78 is what we're playing on. So it's not a blatant error or something, but it is quite frustrating that such very important information, especially if you want the player to fight literal windmills, because that's literally what we're doing. It's just, you know, basically a pointless fight, because once they come en masse, you're usually dead. Because what can you do against the wave of ships that they're coming with? They came with 70, suddenly they had 150 almost, not quite. 100, but doesn't matter. It could have been 1 million ships all of a sudden. It wouldn't have made a difference. It's literally just overkill that they're using. Which, you know, I would like to do that too, but never gonna get there. And it's just sad that that wipes the run completely, because we couldn't recover from this. We get more resources now because all the stations are dead, but once I start building a new station, they will just come and wipe it. Long before it will be finished. Long before it will be ever able to even look defensible. A long time before that. So once you're at total war and you're not in the place you need to be, you're just done. You're just dead. Is that the intention? I don't know if that should be it. Realizing you fucked up 30 hours ago is painful. This run has been more than 30 hours by now. I think I started at 60 hours on Steam because I did two other runs. I think it was 2. One because I got the key from Hooded Horse. Thank you for that again. And I think one by myself. Actually, no. I think I started another run. Because the first one was just a demo, which you couldn't play for that long. And then I needed to start again. And started a real run. And then I came to the first frustration where, with the MC and shit, where suddenly they were just attacking me and I couldn't do shit and I didn't understand why. Why all of that was happening, and I couldn't really, you know, strategize my way around it because the game doesn't tell you. And now this run ended very much close to the end game because we know our victory condition even. And I couldn't do shit. That's great. Essentially, yes, Total War needs to be triggered only at certain points. Yeah, never. That is the certain point. Never. Unless you have more ships than they do. Which will never happen. So, it's just bullshit. And we were close to Total War a few times. But the problem is, right now, we were at our limit of control points. I didn't even know you could go up to 200 as a limit. I didn't even know there was a researched for that. I thought there was only 2. So I was going with 162.5 points, which was a very harsh limit, because I couldn't even upgrade most of my stations to level 3. I couldn't even upgrade... I could upgrade like 3 or so to level 3 and still have some ships, and that is just horrendous. And I was fully aware of that I'm going to Total War, actually a bit ago, a few parts ago. Because I said, just before we actually found the technology that gave me 200 as a limit, I just need to build ships. And I used all of my stations. It's like, what was it, like 30? I had like 30 shipyards. Or what, I mean, the slipstreams. 30 of them, I think, about. And I was just building ships. And I said, well, if it's Total War, it's Total War. What can I do? I mean, I have to build ships, otherwise I can't defeat them at all. And then we were... actually, we avoided Total War somehow. I don't know how, because I was actually over my MC. We also got the extra percentage, which actually helped. And bring us up to 200, which I then... with some other techs that reduced my MC for ships and then for habs, could avoid as well. Which was quite nice. And I don't even know why we went into Total War. I think I antagonized them a little bit too much. I actually killed a few fleets that were like 11 to 15 ships size, which, you know, is nice. Was quite cool to be able to do that. But when they come in with 70 ships, there's nothing you can do. It's just whatever should I have done. Even full torpedo one-shot ships wouldn't have done anything against that. If I had, you know, 50 fleets of those, sure. At least I could have done some attrition. That was the problem. You cannot attrition a stack like that. It is impossible. There is no guerrilla warfare in space here, in this game. Because you can't come in, kill a few ships, and then leave. Because your drives are too shitty. They can do that, you can't. And you also don't have enough Delta V. Also because your drives are shitty. And you don't have the resources to actually have the Delta V as well, usually. At least for me, that was the case. So there is no guerrilla warfare. So what are you going to do? Just head on. And if you can't defeat them head on, even if I could have defeated them head on, that was just one of their 100+ stacks. They have multiples right now, which I've just seen, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure how you can disturb them enough, because we were killing a few ships here and there all the time, trying not to go to Total War, but I don't know how you can do that enough that so they actually cannot build up that much. It's just, it seems so impossible to me right now. So I don't like that these are highlighted. Go away. Stop it. And I'm again at an impasse. I was an impasse before, when I didn't continue my last series, and I'm an impasse now because I have no idea how to get over this. Yes, a bit more better ship design, sure, whatever, but I don't think that would have made the difference here. I don't think that would have made a big difference. Technology, you can invest it in it planet side or build it into stations as well, which I did. I have full stations. I have so many stations full of fucking research that I was broke in the mid game. Completely. I actually had to build a lot of nanofactories that take, for some reason now, half a year to build each, which is ridiculous. I think they should revert that change, because it's absolutely stupid. That nanofactories take 180 days to be made. Level 2 ones, by the way. It's not even level 3. It's not even close to that. It's just absolutely idiotic. Just building up that infrastructure took years. And I don't even have that much that actually just are there for money. I mean, this one, for example. It's not even that much for money. I think the one on Mars is more for money. It's just a few of them. And that's the revised version, because I already killed some other shit for more defense. Which, haha, did so much for me. Great. Because they apparently nerfed these. Which is idiotic. Here, I think this one has many more of those. I don't even have the tier 3 because I couldn't afford them. Because they just don't make enough metal. How much would that take to upgrade? Another 157 days. Yeah, you and me both. Fuck. Such a garbage. You can't destroy their ships enough to keep them from snowballing. Yeah, so what are you gonna do? Not for research, from mission control. I have mission control. That was never. That was some. At one point was the problem, just in the beginning, when the when actually the nations didn't have enough mission control for me that I wanted to use, and that was when I went to Mars, I think. That was a little bit... No, actually Mercury. Mercury, there was a little drought of mission control because I just couldn't get it built up enough in time to make full use of Mercury, which means I don't own all of Mercury, which I actually would have liked. Although I couldn't have done that, but that's beside the point. But I only had like 2 stations on Mercury, or two hubs on Mercury until I could get rid of a few others and take them. Which wasn't ideal, not my plan, but that's how it worked out, just because I didn't have enough MC. But once I was at Mercury, I actually built MC stations, like this one. I mean, it's not upgraded because I didn't need it anymore at some point. But to just to eke out a little bit more MC, to actually get some ships as well and all the shit. And that was actually a little bit. But after that moment, we had MC coming out of the zoo. I just couldn't use it. Because that bullshit is happening. That's the problem. What does MC help me if I'm at my cap? At my invisible cap, by the way. Which is also dumb. That shouldn't be invisible. But the invisible alien cap was holding me back forever. And then I had the MC. And had some cap left. But they were snowballing so hard I couldn't do anything with it because they were gathering up at the Lagrange point, which means they can be with me in seconds. So whenever they were pissed, it took them like a day, and they were literally in my face. So I couldn't move my defenses at all, my defensive ships or anything. It was just pointless to do anything. I couldn't do shit. As soon as I moved my fleet, well, when I went to Mercury, they let me. But as soon as I moved my fleet into other directions, they were just on me like flies on shit. And that's how it felt as well. I felt really shitty about that. This station, I think, made this game 10 times harder than it should have been. Just because they amassed their fleets here and just were instantly with me whenever anything happened. Oh yeah, this is the other station that they made. I knew there was another Lagrange point where they made a fucking station. They just never built it up. For some reason, I don't know why. I still have an observation point here, little fuckers. I could have destroyed that station, to be honest. No, I couldn't have, because... As I said, there's the other fucking Lagrange point station with all the 70 ships in there. So I couldn't even go against their stations. And once they built their station, I didn't have any ships when they did that. And after that, once I had ships, the station was completely full of death. And I couldn't have done anything. And not only that, not only was the station way too strong, but they had their fleet here. Every single moment of this game, there was a fleet here that was ridiculous. And I think that broke my game. That just killed me. Because I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. They were instantly upon me, like, as I said, flies on shit. So, yeah. It's kind of sad. It's done. That's the end of the Let's Play, I think. It's very, very annoying and very sad to me, but it is how it is. I hope you still had fun. If you did, please leave me a like. It really would help. Also my frustration. And maybe gets me to play this again at some point, but probably not for a little while. I definitely want to see some patches coming out. I was actually excited about this patch because the UI overhaul was quite nice. Get away. And I enjoyed this quite a bit. I definitely made some mistakes at the beginning when I went from for Canada and Mexico. I should have gone Canada and like UK or something. Probably would have been a bit more income at the beginning, and then went for maybe even a bit there, and then for the US. Maybe I'll play around with that one, but we were actually skimming our cap there as well, pretty much. I don't know. There were definitely a few other mistakes that I made. We had some really good counselors until Red Harvest got assassinated, unfortunately. But we could even get the new counselor. It's unfortunately not named, but luckily we got one that was mildly useful and could actually replace him, and got her up really quickly with some orcs and some nice level ups. That was quite good. But yeah, I really thought I had it down right now, but I definitely didn't. There's still some more things I need to learn about this game before I can actually attempt to, I guess, win it. At least we didn't have an alienation this time. That was close. Well, not that close, but since I invested enough in military, we are actually okay there. We're only at 7.4 in 2036. That's kind of shit. Don't know why that was so slow. Even with a lot of advice from our counselor here. A lot of advice. Like years just spent here advising to get this shitty number up. The rest didn't even matter that much. I mean, this number for sure, but ridiculous. That they just are on par with China right now. I mean, this is because we switched to the Republic of China. China was actually ahead of them. Without any advice, without anything. It was just great. Yeah. And when the assassination happened, I had to go a little bit too antagonistic to the other factions. Before that, that's why it happened, because I wanted to go into Europe. Before, actually, we had no trouble with any faction whatsoever. Even though we were at war with two of them for the whole game. The Servants and the Protectorate. They never did anything to us. Instead, the Servants got assassinated left and right, which was really nice to see. Also because I didn't have to do it, and because my counselors were very low on security. Anything else to say? I actually would have liked to see some other ship stuff, but experimenting with ships in this game is kind of shit, unfortunately, because they take forever to be built, even with the highest shipyard. 180 days or 160 it was right now, because we got a few lucky events with 5% reduction in ship build time and one of the techs or so, a few of the techs. I think we had 15% from techs as well, which really helped, but it's just still 160 days, which is absolutely too much in my opinion. Just doesn't leave a lot of room for experimentation. And experimenting, if it means you have to do the last 100 hours or so. I wanted to look at how many hours I have. Again, it's just not feasible. It's just stupid. And that's kind of sad, because I would have liked to experiment with a few ship designs. But if that means that the game ends, if you make a mistake, as we did apparently, it's just bullshit. And yes, I played about 70 hours in this run, I think. I need to look at the parts are not quite indicative, because as right now I went over 2 hours once or twice. But yeah, 70-80 hours, something like that is where we are right now. Kinda shite. Very sad. Have you tried skirmish mode? No, I don't care about that. It's boring to me. Yes, I know I can load ship designs in there, but I just don't want it. I don't want to spend my time in doing that, to be honest, because it's just not fun enough. And yes, I could probably build some designs there, but that also doesn't really work, because I would need to know what tech I have to build around that, and you know, that's even more work, and I don't have the time for that. So, yeah, whatever. It is how it is. It didn't work. I suck. So, you know, Would still be nice if you leave a like. Don't forget to sub the YouTube to not miss any videos. If you want, come to Twitch, to the Twitch side, even though the YouTube side has better quality, but you know, Twitch, that's how it is. And also come to Discord if you want to suggest some games, maybe some strategies, whatever it is. You can come there, and there are channels for that, and also game news and some other things of games that definitely interest me, and also some other games. And yeah, that's about it. I'm GaryTheGammarid. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next run, I hope, or maybe next week with Exion. Probably, we'll see. Thank you all. Blub blub, everyone.